welcome back to the Talking with Taylor podcast. I'm your host, Taylor, where we talk with anyone about anything, and hopefully everyone around the table will listen. And today we are continuing our series on the top 5 things to do in your state. Well, we did Alabama, Alaska, and Arizona. Alabama and Alaska are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and Arizona is as well, but Arizona is also on YouTube, so you can go check out the top 5 things to do in Arizona on YouTube. And so, but today we have landed on Arkansas, and not really much to do in Arkansas. I've been there about 3 or 4 hours, I was literally speaking in Missouri, and so I had to drive through Arkansas to get there, and it was just nothing there. So we drove to Arkansas, and man, it was just drove through Arkansas to get to Missouri, and there was nothing. And so it was kind of crazy, but that's where we'll start our top 5 things. And coming in at number 5 for the top 5 things to do in Arkansas is drive. Literally just drive. It's there's nothing there, but it's a beautiful scenery as you're driving. Like I said, my only experience was driving through Arkansas. And as I drove, I was driving with Case and Kaiser as I was heading up to Missouri to speak. And we literally, I don't know if it's a tornado or what, but it was one of the largest storm surges that I've ever been in. And the wind was blowing back and forth. And it was kind of scary as we were driving through. But that's all I've ever done in Arkansas. So I had to put that in at number 5 for the top 5 things to do is just, hey, drive around. That's a cool thing to do. But coming in at number 4, which I think is pretty cool, is the Hot Springs National Park. There's a Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas. I didn't know about that, but that's a really unique thing you can do in Arkansas. And if you've ever been to Hot Springs, man, leave us a comment. Let us know how it's been, how it is. But that does look pretty cool. Something to do. We went to when I was in Wyoming, which that'll be at the very end of this series, which may be in 3 years at the rate we're putting out the top 5 things to do in your state. But we went to some hot springs back in 2007 in Wyoming. That's 13 years ago over Christmas. So that was cool. But I'm sure the Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas is wonderful. So that comes in at number 4. Number 3. Now this is pretty unique, pretty interesting. It's not something you see every day, but apparently the spinach capital of the world, or spinach capital of the U.S. is in Alma, Arkansas. Now, I don't know, how you want to be known for that, but man, they are. Alma, Arkansas, it's a big deal. Spinach is a big deal there. So they have a Popeye statue. So, the guy, the Popeye, the cartoon character. So they have a statue of him in honor of the spinach capital of the world. So pretty unique, pretty interesting. So if you're ever in Alma, Arkansas, go take a picture in front of the Popeye statue. So go check that out. So that's coming in at number 3. But number 2, I think, if you're an SEC fan, you've got to throw this in there. And that's why we did that. Number 2 is Arkansas football. Now, in 2020, Arkansas, whenever you're watching this, then they should have won the game last week against Auburn. And it was a blown call. And they had a chance to beat Auburn. So Arkansas, man, they're making a comeback. I remember when I was growing up watching Darren McFadden, all those guys that were really good. There's the power running backs from Arkansas. So it's good to see them coming back. So Arkansas football is number 2. But coming in at number 1, I think this is probably the most unique thing about Arkansas is diamonds. Man, you can find diamonds all throughout Arkansas, and they have diamond fields. You can go search for them. You can go pay to go find diamonds. And there was this one guy, I think a couple of weeks ago, that found a 9-carat diamond. And that's pretty cool. So that's one unique thing about Arkansas. Those are the top 5 things to do. So if you're traveling there, hey, maybe this can be like a travel podcast for you. If you're going through Arkansas and need something to do, know that coming in our top 5 things, the number 5 thing to do is just, hey, drive. Number 4, go check out the hot springs. Number 3, go to the Popeye statue. Number 2, Arkansas football. Go check it out. It's not Alabama football, but it's SEC football, so it's better than nothing. And then number 1, you might get lucky. You might find a 9-carat diamond like that guy did a couple weeks ago. So those are your top 5 things to do in Arkansas. Go check it out. And guys, hey, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. We hope you continue to do that. We also hope you'll share the channel. turn on the notification button. Man, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, I guess give it a thumbs down. That's okay too. But man, we're thankful for you, and we thank you so much for listening to the Talking with Taylor podcast. Remember, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcast, wherever podcasts are made. You can listen to us there. But hey, thank you for joining us on YouTube as well. And just remember, you're listening to the Talking with Taylor podcast.